What's up, guys? Redneck Customs back at it again. Okay, guys, so this is the this will be update 3 on the Snapper Blackhawk 32-inch cut rebuild. Now, well, first I'm going to show you the rear end, which obviously, guys, did not drop the tranny. We already went through that. So here's what we done. Now y'all can see, prior to the last video, we did get the linkage fixed up and put back on there. Now, we took the entire linkage assembly apart. Okay? See that better? See how everything is operating nice and smoothly now? We don't have that squeaking noise inside. So, that has all been properly greased, lubricated, and a shit ton of anti-seize has been applicated to the machine. So, as far as the rear end of this tractor goes, that is not it. I am going to disassemble all of the tie-ins and springs and shifter mechanisms on the transaxle and properly lubricate and reassemble it, you know, to the best of my ability. Obviously, what can be done. And the next step for this process. Now, well, before I tell you the next step, let me go ahead and show you what else has been done. Obviously, you can see the front end of the tractor looks completely different from the ass. Okay, what has been done here is the sides of the front end and the whole front of the frame has been sanded down with a wire wheel on the DeWalt corded drill. And then, no guys, I did not paint the entire front end. In no way, shape, or form did I do that. Where we had rust spots that had been sanded down and places that the paint was gone, all I did was simply touch up those spots. I did not paint the whole front end. I'm not doing that. Like I said before, this is a rebuild, not a restoration. In a restoration, there would be nothing but a frame, and I would be repainting it. Every fucking part on this tractor would be completely transformed new. There would be a lot of brand new parts on it and shit like that, but I did not do that. That is not what this tractor is going to be. That's not what I'm doing to this tractor. I'm pretty much making sure that everything on this tractor is in proper operating order. I want to make sure everything is going to work properly, and like I said, this will be a mower that I sell for $250. You know, if I get about $250 out of it, I'll be happy with it. Like I said, I'm not going to put no more than $50 to $60 in it, and that's just for an engine. Well, I mean, it's going to need new belts. Other than that, an engine and 2 new belts is well, and a battery. You know, so whatever I spend on it, I haven't put a fucking dime into it yet. You know, so whatever I spend on this tractor, obviously I want at least $75 more than what I spent on it. And like I said, I mean, $150, you know, you got to buy an engine, 2 new belts, and a battery, you know, and to make it turnkey, you know, you've got to have proper wiring, solenoids, shit like that, proper key switch. Hopefully everything like that, you know, hopefully I've got enough wire. I should be able to do this shit no problem. Like I said, it's not got an electric deck engagement, and the lights, I'm not too concerned with that because it doesn't even have a fucking hood right now. But, you know, obviously, get into the market, purchase another parts mower, I'll just mount a new hood. Hopefully I can find a Boland's or an MTD, even a yard machine, because these model snappers are not too much different than those tractors, other than they are straight framed. Now, they are not all interchangeable, obviously, decks on these things, are close to interchangeable. You can do that very without too much stress. So, you know, obviously, what I know I need right this second is I'm going to need an engine, 2 new belts, a battery. Hopefully I've got enough wires, looks like I do, and I'm going to need a hood. Other than that, that's 5 parts, 2 belts, 1 engine, a battery, and a hood. 5 parts. And, you know, you're looking at, you know, two belts, a brand new belt's $20. So, you know, I'm looking at $40. And yes, guys, I am going to need new belts. One of the belts is cracked completely in half. Now, obviously, it'll drive, not for long, but it will. So, obviously, I will still keep those belts, and I'll hang those up just because if I need to test a tractor out, maybe I've got the right size belt. You never throw anything away unless that belt's completely garbage, which would mean broken too. I mean, it's pretty much broken too. It's only holding on by the fabric, but I mean, it did work. You know, I drove itself up on a trailer, didn't have a problem. So we're going to keep those, but they cannot be on this tractor because they are it's going to break. It could break very well the next time you start this tractor. So we are going to get 2 new belts. Maybe if the deck belt is not in too bad a shape, which it looked like it was, but if it's not, I might just keep that bitch on there. But like I said, look forward to 2 brand new belts, an engine, hood, and a battery. And once this tractor is completely rebuilt, and when I say rebuilt, obviously I mean fixing all this shit, lubricating all this shit, making sure it's not squeaking, making sure metal on metal is not happening, it's not rubbing, it will operate properly, no slack in the steering, still have to fix that, you know. And obviously you just seen I fixed a little bit of play. If you see, you know, there's quite a bit of play in there, but if you see by me tightening, lubricating, and fixing shit, putting washers where the factory should have, I have tightened this steering up quite a bit, because 9 times out of 10 just readjusting and rebuilding the front axle does not have any effect on the steering column itself, but it did. So that is a plus thing. Very happy about that. Like I said, though, we're not done. We're far from done. Hopefully there's 2 bolts and there's not rivets. I'm going to try to pull this dash off and get the steering wheel off, you know, and try to go from there. I think it's a punch. I think I'm going to need a punch. It's got one of them pins in there. It probably is. But yeah, we're going to get that off, guys. And like I said, only patching holes or patching places where it needs to be patched. Like I said, with just the remainder of paint that I have left. Got a little bit more, so I might use that on the deck. I don't know. But as far as the frame goes, we're ready for an engine on the front. But we are going to go ahead, and the next step is going to be dropping this deck. And that's going to take a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of aggravation and yeah, a lot of aggravation. But it's going to be finished. Going to be put back on the mower, and hopefully we're good to go from there. Yeah, that's about it, guys, on this tractor. So there's your update 3 for the Snapper Blackhawk rebuild. I'm going to go ahead and upload this video, and we're going to get another video in as far as all the other projects, things like that. So take care. Leave a big whammy, a thumbs up. You get the point. And we'll get you another video in here in a little bit, maybe when we drop the deck.